What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett from Rants or Us. As always, guys, if y'all enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. We're on the road to 1,000. We hope you guys will help us get there. Now, I do want to mention that YouTube's kind of doing some crazy stuff with its analytics, so it's getting harder and harder for YouTube creators to be found. So if you enjoy our content, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, when we upload a new video, y'all be able to find us quickly. Now, this is a sad topic. Very sad topic. Supernatural series finale. Now, this was one of my favorite shows. Since I was in high school, I've loved this show. It's by far my favorite CW series of all time. I grew up watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, and I liked those shows. I was into that Buffy verse there for a while, but nothing had that lasting impact quite like Supernatural did for me. I mean, I even have my kid, like Jensen Ackles. My kid's name, my son's name is Jensen because of that very reason. That's how much I was a fan of this show. And to see it end, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to Supernatural, I kind of felt like they needed a send-off a few years ago. I'm not one of those people that loves the show so much that I just want to keep it going until it runs itself into the ground. I believe a show should go out when it's at its strongest. And I feel like Supernatural was beginning to decline, and I believe just all shows on CW are just beginning to decline. So I kind of felt like it was well past its time, and it probably needed to end a few years ago. Now, I'm still reeling from the series finale. It was heartbreaking. Not just that the show ended, but how the show ended. I'll just, spoiler alert here, my favorite character of the show actually died. I won't say that I was a huge fan of the ending. I thought that the last episode, when they defeated God, I thought that should have been the ending, and that should have been the way it ended. And then them just, both Sam and Dean being like, you know what, now we're gonna go on hunting mission, and it shows them going out the door, something along those lines. Driving in their car and taking off into the sunset with "Carry On My Wayward Son" in the background. To me, that would have been the perfect ending. So I was a little disappointed by the way Dean went out. Then I was really disappointed. I hated the way that they actually went to the effort of aging Sam until he dies. There was some moments in there that was, I don't know, it was really sad. Him getting into Dean's car, and then just kind of sitting there and looking over there to the passenger seat. He's missing his brother. That was sad. It was a really sad scene, and that was powerful. But it just wasn't. I don't know. I kind of wanted them. Part of me kind of wanted them to leave the door open just in case they could make go back at it for another season or two. And why I just literally said that I thought the show was past its prime. But if they could been finished with the angel stuff and finished with even some of this demon stuff, and them just go out there and hunt random monsters. I mean, do something like Scooby-Doo. Just go out there and just hunt just random monsters out there like they did in the first few seasons. I thought that was a lasting appeal, and it was an appeal that really resonated with me personally. I'm just really, I'm just really sad that, both of them, in the end, of course they get reunited. And I guess that was supposed to have been a happy ending, but to me, uh, it just made things a little too surreal. It made it where, it it made it where there was no going back at this point, and that hurt. I kind of liked the scene where Dean and Bobby were just sitting there and drinking a beer, and Bobby's like, oh, there's your parents' house over there, and there's so on forth, all these different people that they knew, the building houses all around, and living out their lives in heaven. But to me, that still didn't. It just wasn't a happy. It just wasn't happy for some reason, and I don't know. I can't put my finger on why that wasn't happy. It seemed cheesy to me that, hey, this is how the Winchesters go out. Dean goes out in such a, I thought, strange way, especially after all the years you've seen getting out of worse situations, and then that's how he dies. And then you see him in heaven and you think, the only thing, even for this guy, even in heaven, is to hunt. Like there's no, you can't tell me that Sam and Dean in heaven will even be happy. Like they're just not. They're hunters. And, to me, them, meeting their doom and, being at peace. I just, it didn't work for me. It just didn't work for me. Now, I know a lot of y'all guys are probably going to disagree with that, and that's fine. That's fine. We're all fans here, and I'm not going to say that I thought it was a bad ending. It was the ending, I guess, to a certain extent I kind of expected. But, I kind of wanted, I'd mentioned about Angel earlier. I kind of liked at the end of Angel where they look at all the monsters coming at them, and then they're like, I forget if it was Angel or it was somebody, he's like, I'm going to take down that dragon. Like, I was like, that's how I wanted Sam and Dean to go out. Not Sam living his life and Dean somehow getting screwed in the end, where somehow like he's going to sit on the porch with Bobby and drink beer, and that's going to be like something he's happy with, sitting on the front porch, waving at his parents on that. I'm like, that's not his life. That's not going to work for him. It was cool when he got in his car and he drove through it, but I'm like, I just don't see it. Like, I'm personally not happy. But you know what? Maybe after a little bit of time, maybe I'll look back on this episode and I'll go, you know what? That was a great ending. But, as for me, I'm still holding out hope that maybe they can redo this series and make it unique and genuine again. And, continue on. Of course, I know Jensen Ackles, he's moved on to The Boys, but I don't think that'll last for more than a season. But anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think. Write a comment down below, and let's talk some supernatural. I mean, we're always up to this here on Rants Are Us. Me and Lance, we're both fans themselves. Write us a comment, ask us a question, give us reasons to talk about more supernatural. We'll be just excited as we are to talk about it. We love getting on fan pages and just listening to other people's views on things. So anyways, take care, guys.